Hi, I'm Liam Coffey from Muscle Doctor, and today we're going to be looking at kinesiology taping techniques for the Achilles tendon. These can be used for Achilles tendinopathy, Achilles strains, or just general management of pain in that particular area. For this, I'll be using Tiger Tape's kinesiology tape and also a 3/4 round bolster, both of which can be found on physique.co.uk. Let's see how it's done. So for this technique, we're using Tiger Tapes, and we've got the tape cut into two strips. We've got an eye strip there and a smaller eye strip. You can see I've trimmed the edges and rounded off the corners to prevent the tape from coming off. Also important to prepare the skin thoroughly, make sure it's clean of any massage lotion or wax, and you can also use some antibacterial hand gel just to really help the tape to stick on there, and possibly even some pre-tape spray. So for the first strip, we're going to take the bigger eye strip and let's make a tear in the backing paper about 1 inch from each end. And we need to make sure that the ankle's dorsiflex. You can see I've got the legs on a bolster and feet slightly off the end of the couch. So what we can do is bring the ankle into dorsiflexion with my leg, just making sure that we apply the tape underneath the calcaneus before we do so. So remove the central portion of tape. This is going to be your anchor point, so make sure that's underneath the calcaneus. Pop the tape on just about there. We can bring the ankle into dorsiflexion and we apply about a 50% stretch over the top of the Achilles tendon up into the middle. So make sure you keep the backing strip on the anchor point. Flatten the tape down, wrapping around the Achilles. Make sure there are no creases. This makes it far more likely to stay on. Remove the backing tape from the anchor at the top. And we can also remove the backing tape from the anchor below. Apply those with no stretch and make sure that everything's flattened down to the skin. So now we need the smaller eye strip. Let's tear the backing paper halfway down and bring that backing paper with it, making sure that we keep some on at the ends. They're going to be our anchor points. Let's apply about a 75% stretch there. We're going to apply that to the painful spot. This might be tendon palpation at a certain point, or an area that the patient has pointed out to you as particularly painful. We'll go for the middle of the Achilles tendon. Back into passive dorsiflexion. 75% of a stretch on that tape over the painful spot, keeping the backing paper on over the anchors. Apply that under stretch. Then we can remove the backing paper and flatten those anchors down to the skin under no stretch. We need to heat the adhesive up to really get it activated, to make sure it's going to stick. We can do that by folding some of that backing paper and applying some short, sharp frictions to the tape. This will heat the adhesive and make sure everything stays stuck in place and should increase the longevity of the tape.